Elephant dung bricks. Have you ever heard of dung being transformed into bricks? Well, it turns out that now it's a reality. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be taking a look at some of the most unique and sustainable eco-friendly bricks. The contents of these bricks ranges from old clothes to plastic waste. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss a video. First up is fabBRICK. Clarice Merlet, an architectural student at the time, was astounded to learn about the massive quantity of worldwide textile waste, not to mention the staggering amount of trash in the building sector. This got her thinking and she came up with an idea. What if she could employ the same resources that had previously been mined for construction? As a result, fabBRICK, a business that creates colorful and insulative bricks out of used garments, was founded. Merlet buys shredded material from a Normandy provider in the amount of 2 to 3 t-shirts each brick. Apart from cotton, polyester, elastane, and PVC may be utilized in the process, and with an environmentally friendly adhesive that Merlet designed herself, these scraps are combined and then pressed into a brick mold, which employs mechanical compression to produce the bricks without any human involvement. After that, the wet bricks are taken from the mold and allowed to dry for 2 weeks before being utilized. Plastic waste into paving bricks. With bricks in mind, this brings us to the next eco-friendly brick. Nzambi Mate, a 29-year-old entrepreneur and inventor residing in Nairobi, is the originator of a company that recycles plastic garbage into stronger than concrete bricks. Her firm, Jenge Makers Ltd, was founded after the creation of a prototype machine that converts spent plastic into paving stones. One day at the facility yields 1,500 churning plastic pavers, valued not just for their high quality, but also for their low cost. She left her work in 2017 to start designing and testing pavers, which are made of a mix of plastic and sand. She receives trash from packaging manufacturers for free and also purchases it from recyclers. She discovered which polymers bend better together via testing and then developed the apparatus that would allow her to mass produce them. Jenge Makers Ltd has recycled more than 20 tons of plastic garbage into paving bricks that come in a variety of hues, including red, blue, brown, and green, and have been tested to carry double the weight of concrete blocks. Up next is the somewhat unique K-Briq. The K-Briq is a brick created by Kinotech that recycles waste materials from the built environment. This is a game changer in the building industry, providing a genuine low-carbon alternative to standard face brick. The K-Briq is built out of 90% recycled materials, including brick, stone, and plasterboard. There is nothing like it on the market. The brick is unfired and does not include any cement, resulting in 1/10 of the emissions produced by a regular fired brick. The brick is more durable, lighter, and stronger than regular bricks, as well as being less expensive to manufacture. It may also be made in a variety of colors, providing it a level of adaptability that conventional bricks lack. Since its beginnings, the K-Briq has gotten a lot of national attention. It has been lauded as a future answer for sustainable building, and it was featured in a full-length segment on The One Show, where the United Kingdom learned about this green invention. The next stage for the K-Briq is to scale up production and make it more widely available. The possibility is huge, seeing as how the UK produces over 2 billion bricks annually. Elephant dung bricks. Have you ever heard of dung being transformed into bricks? Well, it turns out that now it's a reality. The Bangkok Project Studio's Boonsurum Premthada is the laureate of the Design Prize 2021 for social effect. Elephant Dung Bricks, his most recent project, demonstrates how animal waste may be reprocessed in a way that encourages cultural and economic values for local communities. In keeping with the spirit of his award, The brick prototypes were constructed by Premthada in partnership with mahots, elephant riders, and local laborers. A mahot gathers undesired dry dung and transports it to a specialized workshop where men mix the waste with cement and water in the first phase. When the mixture is finished, it is injected and smoothed into mold trays with wooden sticks. When the mold firms into brick, workers rotate the tray over to remove them and deposit them in a designated area. Workers wet the bricks for 7 days straight to ensure the mixture stays intact. The stack is then allowed to cure for 3 weeks before being used as a building material. Fibers in the dung help with the sustainability of the bricks. Up next is the plastic melter and densifier. Densifiers are machines that are used to decrease the volume of plastic material. Film, ropes, nets, filaments, foam, non-woven materials, paper, and cardboard are among the waste accepted. Regardless of the size of the pieces, the end outcome is the same. Because the temperature will rise above 100 degrees Celsius, the material will soften and agglomerate. As long as there is no metal debris, the material can be comprised of several types of plastics with varying melting temperatures. The procedure begins with the loading of scrap material, which can be done by hand or with the use of a conveyor. The temperature rises due to the friction caused by the primary blade's fast speed. When the material reaches its softening point, it is ready to be used. The operator pours water into the drum, causing the substance to harden quickly. This is then formed into poles or bricks, which can be used for many different things. Recycled brick. The recycled brick is by a company named Recycle Rebuild. They are a non-profit organization that focuses on recycling materials into other useful things that are eco-friendly. The brick was created over the course of 4 months in conjunction with Precious Plastic in the Netherlands as a replacement for traditional masonry construction, while also being a more cost-effective and durable alternative to eco-bricks. The brick is designed to be an economical, accessible, and long-lasting solution for low-income countries and disaster-prone areas. Precious Plastic's open-source recycling machinery is used to make each brick, which sequesters 1.5 kilograms of plastic waste. All that's left is to provide access to knowledge on how to make these bricks to communities all around the world. Finally, there is BiBlocks. ByFusion is a company that saw plastic as something not to be thrown away, but to be transformed into an object that can be used daily. With plastic on the verge of becoming one of the Earth's most devastating environmental issues, they decided to step in and make ByBlocks. ByBlocks are made out of plastic that is condensed into a form of brick-like shape. The plastic is collected, shredded, and then put into a machine where it is superheated and then fused into a BiBlock. Additionally, they do not crumble or crack like traditional concrete. They are extremely dense, which makes it hard to destroy or break in multiple pieces. This helps with the stability of many structures and buildings that are tall or have a chance of collapsing. And that's all for today. Which brick was the most surprising to you? Make sure to leave your answer in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos.